Hello everybody, my name is Tide Statistic. Today I'm going to be bringing you a review on this game called The Long Journey Home. This is basically a space game, kind of like a pan over. It's complicated. There's three different kind of features, but basically the storyline is you're going to Alpha Centauri, which is the closest Earth-like planet in the universe, or the Milky Way, I guess. And so you're going out there, and then you end up, your ship messes up, and then you end up going way farther than you're supposed to. Then you're supposed to try to go back to Earth, and a whole bunch of shit happens. And first off, you go ahead and select 4 main characters that's going to be on your ship. I opted out for more repairs and food because I didn't really know what was going on exactly. So there's different things that can happen in space and different scenarios that each person can be used in. After selecting what ship you want, you also select a lander that goes to planets and explores and gathers resources for you. And then you also have a randomizer, random seed generator, so each experience is going to be completely different. You just smash a couple buttons and you're going to have a couple billion different seeds. I'm not going to go in the controls because I don't want to kind of spoil the game, but you can start off on Earth, you go into space, you go to your spaceship, warning, spoiler alert, and you go into space. And then overjump Alpha Centauri, I guess. It doesn't go over details very much, but basically the new objective, since you overshot everything, is to get back to Earth. You end up going to each planet to planet to gather resources so you can continue your journey throughout the solar system. You obviously need fuel, you need to repair your ship, and you also need your jump drive fuel. So going to each planet and gathering resources, also you can sell them for an in-game currency because you find a lot of different aliens, and there's a whole bunch of different mini items and quests and shit like that. Going into your ship inventory lets you see the stats of your ship, your lander, your resources, qualities, and labs. Now going over stars will give you your jump drive fuel, but it also increases your radiation when you go inside of the red line. It increases radiation, but you get some of that fuel back, but it's like last resort if you're fucked basically and you can't go anywhere. Activating your jump drive, you'll end up going into a galactical map so you can see the solar systems, plural solar systems. As you can see, you're able to pan over and you have a jump drive area or radius on how far you can go. Going over the planets or the stars systems, you'll be able to see what kind of planets are in there, and then you end up having to go through all of these star systems to get back to Earth. And then you have your distance distance to Earth. So going planet to planet and then having to reach the end of the solar system. And then you end up finding these gates which teleport you or transport you from solar system to solar system in huge long jumps. As you saw, they were in different sections. Now going to combat. Combat is probably the wonkiest fucking thing I have seen in this game ever. First, you have to activate combat, or weapons, quote-unquote, which flips on your weapons and your shields. And obviously you can take more damage, but as you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, what you see loading is my ammunition, which I was getting the hang of it. This is probably the second battle that I was in. But your guns end up pointing out the side, which makes it a little difficult to aim, because you have to aim through your side, and if you miss, your thrusters keep pushing you and whatnot. It's not in the front of your ship, it's like you're on a fucking pirate ship and you have to shoot cannons off the side. But this game is selling for $40 on Steam. I'm pretty sure it's $40. This game, I don't want to spoil too much, but it goes really depth in story and different quest lines. I probably don't think I'd really ever suggest a $40 game, but this one is actually pretty good given it. There's a lot of content in it. And if you like exploration space games, this one's not bad. Like if you like EVE Online or EVA Online, you'd probably end up liking this. And each experience is going to be different. Like for an example, I joined a pet show. I let one of my humans join a Alien Pet Show, and I won second place and got 500 credits because there's an alien currency, and some gates you have to pay for anywhere from like 25 to 300 credits. So it can really range. Going to each planet is most definitely necessary, and you're able to sell the resources you mine, but there are still only a limited amount of resources, so you have to balance between selling and usage, because you're gonna need fuel, you're gonna need protection, you're gonna need jump drive. But let's say you're overflowing on that, you can sell some of it, but you're gonna have to make sure the next place you go, you're gonna be able to grab some. Let me know what you guys think about this game. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. Drop what you think about this game in the comment section, and if you want to see more, subscribe.